Hi, I thought I would check in on the topic of friendship this morning. As an 8 or 9-year-old child, I befriended a little girl who had just settled in Gaborone, Botswana. I lived in an entertainment friendly home and I often had her over to make use of the pool, the indoor and outdoor facilities that we had available. I really considered her to be a friend until the one day she wrote me a little note saying, Aisha, I really like you, but I don't feel comfortable playing with you because you aren't cool enough. If you knew me as a child, you would know that I was nose deep in books day in and day out. I loved cartoons and Barbie, and I wasn't really focused on what was deemed to be popular or cool. And I suppose not much has really changed on the Barbie and cartoon front over the years. And I was devastated because I really liked this little girl. I enjoyed her company and I really considered her to be a good childhood friend. So I probed into what I could do to be cool enough to be accepted by her, to be somebody that could maintain a friendship with her. And she gave me a list, a written list of all the things I could do to be cool enough. And it included things like dressing differently, buying CDs of artists that she enjoyed, not playing with Barbie as often as I did, and having her over more often. So I guess with time, it was sort of built into me that I needed to do two things to maintain friendships. The one was conform to what the friendship group required of me, even if that meant capping my individuality. And two, I needed to continue to give to be accepted. And this had been ingrained in me, so I moved through my teenage years, obviously developed some true friendships that I still cherish. But with a lot of people, I found myself either giving a lot of myself to be accepted or just not being myself around them in order for them to accept me. And it was only a few years ago that I actually sat down with myself right before COVID hit. And I said, okay, Aisha, you now need to actually assess who is in your life because they are your champions. There is somebody or people that actually want what's best for you. It's a mutually beneficial friendship. They actually like you for you. And who is just there because they want to benefit from you in whatever way that it is. And I noticed when I did that my friendship group grew smaller. And this isn't to say that we shouldn't network with as many people as possible. I think, in any professional field, you need to build connections all the time, but it does mean that you need to be very mindful of who is in your inner circle. And you need to assess that inner circle over time because people change over time as well. So who you might be close to today may not be a person that is good for your soul in 5 or 6 years' time. And I think that it was a difficult exercise, but it was also an exercise that was super important because it gave me the opportunity to find space for myself in the world, to find space for my individuality in the world, to find that I didn't have to give, I didn't have to always be paying the bills, I didn't have to always be doing things for other people in order for them to like me. And my advice to everyone is do this assessment. I mean, it will help you reach a point where you find your actual tribe of people, as opposed to having a wide circle of people around you who don't actually necessarily like you and who are only there because they're getting something out of you. Anyway, that is my advice for the day. God bless.